Kendrick Lamar has finally dropped a response to Drake, as Drake just released his second diss track against Kendrick with his new song Made Freestyle. The title alone is a straight diss towards Kendrick, as sources claim that Kendrick was gonna drop his longly awaited new album, however Taylor Swift dropped her album first. This caused Kendrick to stay quiet and he pushed his album back until the month of May. This would cause Drake to end up calling Kendrick Lamar tailor-made. This references the B swear word, then made. Now inside of the song was very creative. Drake wrote verses for an AI cloned voice of Tupac and Snoop Dogg, as in those verses Drake actually disses himself and then uses the AI voice for Tupac and Snoop Dogg to rap the lyrics for him. This would end up leaving Snoop Dogg reacting in a report that reads, Snoop reacts to AI Snoop being used on Drake's second diss at Kendrick.
They did what? When? How? Are you sure? Went off. Everybody calling my phone, blew me up. What happened? What's going on?
This, however, left a few fans feeling a little weird about the song. Some fans believe that it's disrespectful what Drake did using an AI clone of Tupac, who is a legend in the industry. But it seems as if Drake did it for a specific reason.
It's also hypocritical for people to be saying that Drake using AI to sound like Tupac when rapping from his perspective is whack, because when Kendrick used AI to deepfake himself in the music video of The Heart Part 5 to look like he was rapping as Kobe or Nipsey Hussle, nobody criticized him and everyone just showered him with praise for that. This is also different than typical AI music, which is used to deceive fans into thinking it's a real verse from the artist, whereas Drake was rapping from someone else's perspective using the AI to sound like him, and rapping from someone else's perspective is something artists have been doing forever.
As Kendrick Lamar did the exact same thing. This is why Drake did it, as he always does everything he does for a specific reason. You just have to look deep enough. Now, the lyrics of the Made diss track is what left fans reacting in surprise. Drake opens the verse by rapping the lyrics, but now we gotta wait a week because Taylor Swift is your new top, and if you're about to drop, she gotta approve. This girl really about to make you act like you're not in a feud. She's Taylor mode, you're scheduled with it, you out of the loop. Now, Drake has been waiting very patiently for Kendrick's response. Kendrick has been saying that he has been sitting on diss songs towards Drake that would end his music career. So Drake in his lyrics is basically asking, well, where are they? Drake then starts demanding answers in his next line. As Drake would rap the lyrics, since like that, your tone changed a little. You're not as enthused. How are you not in the booth? It kind of feels like you're removed. You trying to let this stuff fall down. Nah, not this time, buddy. You're following through. I guess you need another week to find out how to improve. What the F is taking so long? We're literally waiting on you. Once again, memeing Kendrick, as Kendrick has said on many podcasts that he has so many diss songs against Drake that would literally ruin his career. Well, Kendrick, where are they? Today, at the time of this recording, Kendrick would finally post something to his social media. It shares in a report of Kendrick finally responds to Drake's diss songs Push-Ups and Made Freestyle. Kendrick posts a video of him doing chin-ups, hinting towards Drake's song Push-Ups, making it very clear that he has seen the disses. Sources inside of the music industry are claiming that Kendrick's first diss response will be back towards Drake's Push-Ups diss track, because on Drake's song Push-Ups, aka Drop and Give Me 50, Drake opens up the lyrics by sharing, I can never be no one's #1 fan, your first #1, I had to put it in your hands. While this is a diss towards Future, it all ends up connecting to Kendrick Lamar, and allow me to explain. First, with the Future diss, 4 years ago, Drake hopped on a track titled Life is Good with Future. This song gathered 2 billion views on YouTube, and it remains to be Future's biggest song of all time. As in the intro track of the We Don't Trust You album, Future raps the lyrics, you're a #1 fan, dog, sneak dissing, I don't understand, dog, pillow talking, acting like a fed dog, I don't need another fake friend, dog. Now, Drake knew he had to respond to that line from Future because Drake literally gave Future his first #1 hit. However, the craziest part of the entire situation in the rap beefs is that Joe Budden called out the beef before it even started between Drake and Future.
And back to my Future, Metro Boomin, Drake tension. You don't think it's weird that nothing ever happened with that hit smash song that Future and Drake made with Tim's?
What do you mean? Nothing
Wait
happened.
for you.
It was a hit.
When you say,
it was a hit.
When you say what?
I know it was a hit. It was a smash.
So what you mean? Nothing happened with it.
Never heard it again.
As later in the song, Drake would then respond to one of Kendrick Lamar's disses in the Like That track. Kendrick drops a line in the song Like That by rapping the lyrics, "Think I won't drop the location, I still got it, F the big three, it's just big me, I'm really like that, and your best work is a light pack." Now this is a direct message towards Drake and J. Cole. The big three that Kendrick referred to was himself, J. Cole, and Drake, as they were labeled the big three in hip-hop in the early 2010s. But Drake wanted to make sure that Kendrick Lamar knew the current reality of the hip-hop game, where he is nowhere near the big three. Where in Drake's song Push-Ups, Drake raps the lyrics, "You ain't in no big three, SZA got you wiped down, Travis got you wiped down, Savage got you wiped down," as Drake is basically letting Kendrick know that there is so many newer artists in the music industry that is wiping him off of the charts, making him nowhere near the big three anymore, and that Kendrick has basically fell off. But this is where the big diss comes in, and where many people believe that Kendrick is gonna base his response track on, as in the title of Drake's response of the Push-Ups track, there was a viral tweet that would share, when Drake said drop and give me 50, he was not talking about push-ups. 50% of Kendrick's earnings go to a man named Anthony Top Dog with the TDE label contract. Drake is literally telling Kendrick to drop music and then give him 50%, as this is a massive deal that a lot of people are overlooking. In the opinions of about anyone in the music industry, you are not a #1 in the game if you still have to give 50% of your earnings to record companies. Drake is laughing and mocking Kendrick about the fact that a veteran in the music industry is still technically signed to a rookie contract. However, one of the funniest disses on the entire song goes towards Metro Boomin. There isn't much that you can diss a producer for in the music industry, so Drake kept it simple when he would say the lyrics, "Metro, shut up and make some drums, boy." Now this was out of nowhere. Drake was rapping regular lyrics from his track, and then out of nowhere dissed Metro like that. But the surprise diss in the track, Drake ends up going at J. Cole. Last week, J. Cole released a tape titled Might Delete Later. On the tape was a track titled 7-Minute Drill. This is a diss track towards Kendrick, Future, and Metro. But right before the midnight release of Future and Metro's second album titled We Still Don't Trust You, J. Cole ended up removing the diss track from his tape, leaving many fans confused, but we finally got an answer on why. As once the clock turned to midnight and the album dropped, it was ended up being revealed that J. Cole was on a feature song on a Future track.
First, on Thursday night, fans were shocked to hear a J. Cole feature on the song Red Leather off Future and Metro Boomin's newest album, We Still Don't Trust You. Based on some of the lyrics, it initially seemed like J. Cole had recorded this verse after he apologized to Kendrick Lamar, but many fans pointed to this video of J. Cole saying he was in the studio with Metro Boomin months ago, and then today, Rob Markman said he confirmed with the source that the verse was recorded before Like That ever dropped. But regardless of when he recorded the verse, he still had to clear it and approve it being on the album. So after being on tour with Drake just weeks ago and then last weekend saying he didn't want to be involved in any beef, he went and did a feature on a verse with people he knew would be dissing Drake. And then we get to this afternoon where he finally removed 7-Minute Drill off streaming only after the first week sales became official.
As Drake would end up responding in his diss track when he would say, "I don't care what Cole thinks, that stuff was weak as F, champagne trippin', he's not easing up." As Drake doesn't really like how J. Cole took his diss back, even though Kendrick said in the Like That track, and I quote, "F sneak dissin', first person, I hope they come in with 3 switches," which once again referenced the big three, but also disses Drake and J. Cole.
One of the biggest being the line, "Sneak dissin', first person I hope they came with 3 switches." So what exactly did Drake and Cole say about Kendrick that was a sneak diss? On first person, J. Cole has a bar where he says, "Everybody steppers, well F it, then everybody breakfast, and I'm about to clear up my plate." Steppers here is obviously a reference to Kendrick's most recent album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, and clearing my plate likely means winning the competition for best rapper over Kendrick. And Drake in his first verse asked the question who the GOAT rapper is, and he uses a clever double entendre to say that only him and J. Cole are in the GOAT conversation, meaning Kendrick is not. J. Cole also probably has the most notable line in first person where he says, "Love when they argue the hardest MC, is it K. Dot, is it Aubrey or me? We the big three like we started a league, but right now I feel like Muhammad Ali."